For over 2 decades, the Show Me Center has hosted some of the biggest events in this region. What the public doesn't always see is the quick turnaround that is sometimes necessary to make things run smoothly. From a commencement to a dinner, from a basketball game to a concert, the Show Me Center staff is always on the move. Opening their doors to the public in 1987, the Show Me Center has long been serving the Cape Girardeau community and beyond with entertainment. I spoke with a couple of key staff members, and they told me how they keep things running so smoothly.
Hey Randy, it's Shannon. I just wanted to follow back up with you and see if maybe that had been applied to a different show and maybe we were behind somewhere else.
Shannon Buford, marketing director for the Show Me Center, never has a slow day. His job essentially begins the moment a promoter calls.
We instantly begin the whole process, which is going through finding out what the show is looking for, who the show is going to appeal to, and then basically trying to figure out what outlets we have local here in Cape Girardeau, as well as the remainder of Southeast Missouri, Western Kentucky, and Southern Illinois, and trying to pull all that in so that I can provide the promoter or whatever event it may be, all the information that I can possibly give them on how to effectively advertise their event.
David Ross, director for the Show Me Center, was originally hired to open the building. And now, over 2 decades have passed, and Ross is still running the show.
As the director, ultimately the buck stops at my desk. I like to tell people I'm the head of the complaint department, but we have other departments and people that actually handle a lot of that work, and so what I try to do is provide a direction, a vision for what we want to do, or motivation for employees when things kind of get into a bind. I do a lot of the booking, a lot of relationships with outside promoters, people in the industry, and then internally with the university, try to run that red tape trail.
The location of the Show Me Center plays a huge role when getting the big celebrities to play a show. Located between St. Louis and Memphis, it makes it easy for the big entertainment to stop by.
We're very lucky in the shows that we get here. We get a lot of shows that sometimes would never look at playing, smaller markets. I mean, they're really hitting the big, huge guns, and a great example of that would be something like Tool, even Brad Paisley, Carrie Underwood. They play a lot of really, really big arenas. We've been very lucky and very blessed that we have people that have been in this game for a long time working here as our director or assistant director who help book these shows. And by having them here and the contacts that they have, we bring in some of these great shows. And there's nothing more exciting than getting to see a concert here at the Show Me Center.
From country to rock and roll concerts, the Show Me Center doesn't stop there. They also bring in a plethora of events, anything from graduation to the dirt-turning monster trucks.
Pretty much run the gamut. We'll run it from just small company meetings in our meeting rooms to big corporate gatherings where they'll have a big banquet or an award ceremony. We also have the car auction, but I mean, we can go from classic rock to country to classical to a play to a visit from a local celebrity, all within the same week, it seems like, and it's pretty amazing. And that's really what gives us the biggest sense of accomplishment, is whenever we do one of those weeks where we're going from just event to event to event, and to see how it just completely transforms.
Planning events require tedious work from all ends of the spectrum. Buford speaks highly about the operations team at the Show Me Center.
We have multiple operations guys that are in here, and our full-time guys, if you ever see them running around in a red shirt, those guys are some of the biggest workhorses here. But we'll have a crew of about 12 guys out there working as quickly as they possibly can to get the basketball floor up, get the next show in, whether or not they're setting for a concert or a classic car auction. They're out there doing the work as fast as they can possibly do it, and then what they'll have to do is, after they've taken it all up and that event ends, they'll most likely have to lay that floor right on back down.
The Show Me Center strides on making a guest visit a friendly experience.
We're going to welcome guests into our house, and so from the time that you come into the parking lot or you buy a ticket at the ticket office, we want to show kindness, we want to show hospitality, If somebody has questions, we want to take the time to answer those and just welcome them in just like you would welcome somebody into your living room or your house. We're doing the same here.
At the end of the day, though, you get to think back on all the people that you got to see out in the stands that, it may have been the first time they've ever seen their favorite artist live, and those are the ones that are excited, and you can just tell. And there's sometimes you can just walk in and you don't even have to hear anything or see anything. You can just tell. There's actually almost like a feeling, and you can't really explain it at all. But there's nothing quite like that as you walk in and you know that you had at least one small hand in all of this, and you see how excited everybody is. It makes you feel fantastic about what you do for a living.
The staff at the Show Me Center rarely gets a rest. Even when you're headed home after experiencing a great event, they're still hard at work getting ready for that next event for you to enjoy.